Coach, the city of Seattle, known for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a Wet n Wild CenturyLink field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Antonio Callaway, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready. 10 over. Protein spill.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Set up. 8 read.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Check.
On the ball.
They'll run on first down. Hurd. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 31-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Check. Lucky.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Out. Under 10.
Hustle.
10.
Shoot.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Ready up.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Hey, exit. Roll out.
49. All right, T, let's
go.
Out of the gun now on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emerson Griffin make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nick Bosa in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 34. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Throwing is Wilson. That's taken in by Callaway. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, if you do read man covers, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
At the Niners' 39-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
So don't say nothing.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. Past the 20. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Jalen Hurd hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Check three, check three, check three.
General West.
Let's go, watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Ready.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
Boom! Bust stop!
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down.
One fluff. Boost the team.
That's it. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
One pass.
Wilson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Niners 14, Seahawks 7.
Let's go. 30 base.
54 Mike.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Set. 60 or.
You can't block me.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jalen Hurd with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. This is taken at his 4. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Second and 5 now. Wilson taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He'll find Metcalf. And out across midfield down to the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the move to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 36-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Here's Wilson operating from the gun. Dumps that off to Penny as running back. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, Wilson. Man open, it's St. Brown, he's got it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there, keeps the sticks moving.
Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They go back to the ground now with Penny. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Move 15. Mike 5-4. Watch the back. 25. Check.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he will score! Touchdown, Seattle! Equanimous St. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Great corner route there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
49 the Mike. Watch 49.
Yep.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Crunch time, defense.
Look at me. Zipper.
Mike, 49.
Come to my work.
On the draw play, Coleman. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
It's run,
They'll look to throw here. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is goes down deep into Seattle territory.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Watch the safety cream. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Watch the curl. 6, pull it high. Kill.
And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
Q26.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Dancing to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. D Ford in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. He's got Jack Doyle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Rashad Penny, and it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Wilson defers to Penny here on the draw. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
You know I love football. You know I love the game.
I hope so.
But nighttime in December, you know I'm wearing multiple coats. So I just wonder about the guys on the field with all the great gear that they have. Do they have enough on, or do they have too much on? Because sometimes that can affect you trying to carry the ball.
Hey, lock it. Let go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man here, Neil Sterling, the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I smell fear in that offense.
Here's Coleman. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. We got double. Go. Double time. 4 down.
Hey, orbit. Ready?
2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays.
Yeah.
They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
49. 49's the mic. 49's the mic.
Leo. Get it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
At the 49ers' 37-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
There's Wilson to throw. This goes out right to Doyle. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Three bud.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
Wilson now off the bootleg. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will close the gap down to 14. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
49, guys. Mike. Go on. Watch the screen. Big air.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check three. Say. You draw quarters. Bang. Check safety.
They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Slam. Kill. Check. Shoot.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hurt. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Go. Hey, go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's caught. It's Coleman. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Here's Coleman on the draw. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Let's make these babies cry. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
56 to Mike.
Now Wilson. Go throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On 1st down, Hurd. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Demario Davis there on the stop.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Ready?
They'll keep it on the ground. Hurd. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Ready?
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
17.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
Check high.
Hey, Alpha. Yeah.
49 to Mike. 49.
Get it.
They'll set up to throw. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
16 yards. 1st down, 49ers.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Kill.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hurd, he'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Back to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Pilot, 64, weak.
2nd and 14. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Niners on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Squeeze.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if something like that, we have to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Wilson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Room here to run. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Donald, a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Being chased out left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
On first down, Hurd. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
2nd and 4 at their 49-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Hatchet. 61, matchbox right. Let's go, get set. 54. Let's go, defense. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hurd. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Hey, alert 3. Rock it. Smooth.
Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Back. Greystone, travel. Ready?
They'll try the left side. Hurd. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Taken down by Bobby Wagner. A gain of 13 yards.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
At the 22-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, box drop. Five.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man is born. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal.
So the victory here for San Francisco.